What is up, guys? Skylar here. Today we're doing Stephen King versus Edgar Allan Poe. I'm very familiar with Edgar Allan Poe. I actually did a report on him in my literature class in college, and I'm pretty familiar with Stephen King and his books. I will say, if you guys want me to react to something, especially ERB, leave in the comment section down below. That is how I chose this video. I do take the most liked and suggested comments. I look through all my comments and I pick one. And I think this was actually a really good fit after the Pennywise versus Joker. Let's jump straight into it. I do have the lyrics on my left, by the way, so I will be referencing to those sometimes. It's Stephen King's face. It looks really good. Once upon a midnight dreary, as I spit this weak and weary, I will choke this Joker with a trochee till his cheeks are teary. I like this already. So he references the Raven. He said, "Once upon a midnight dreary." Let me see. As I spit this weak and weary, which is a reference to the Raven. It's basically the same exact words, but once upon a midnight dreary, I pondered weak and weary. So I like that reference. And then he references the well, he just says here. Let's go back a little bit, just so I can. He mentions the trochee. Choke till his cheeks are teary. The trochee's a poetic meter, which is used to, like, how's the best way to explain it? It's like when you stress one syllable after another. So you stress, then you don't stress, or you. So and he actually uses it here, which I think is really cool. Hold on. Dude, I love it. I love it. Oh, okay. The alliteration there was already nice. Hold on. Okay, we got it. Oof. I like this. So whoever's playing this flow, rhyme scheme, and everything, I love it. He's taken Edgar Allan Poe writing as if he would write and then make it a rap. Like, it feels like an Edgar Allan Poe rap with the whole scheme and what he's talking about. This feels like a character really brought to life. And I know that's the whole goal, but this one feels really good as someone who knows as much about Edgar Allan Poe. But what he said, your books are his, what he said, for starters, he called him basically a fake Bram Stoker, which was the Arthur for Dracula, which is true in a sense because Stephen King did get inspiration from Dracula. But here, let's go back. He said your books are as eerie as Beverly Clearly, a children's writer. And then the alliteration here, I love it. Beats off on a page, and then Telltale beats hard in its grave, or beats soft in its grave, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, beats soft in its grave. The one thing, if you don't know about Telltale Heart, is another work from Edgar Allan Poe, where the guy in the story murders someone and chops them up and hides them under the floorboards. So when the police come to investigate, they're out there looking around, but they can't find anything. But the murderer gets so paranoid and crazy that he thinks they can hear the heartbeat, or they're gonna hear the heartbeat of the dead guy, even though he's chopped up and it's impossible. So he gets so paranoid he confesses to the police that he did it. So I like that reference too. His voice. Now watch the Castle Rock. Castle Rock being one of Stephen King's works. I like how he talks about Edgar Allan Poe's alcohol issue. We don't know if that's confirmed because a lot of sources actually say he was also allergic to alcohol, so it's very interesting. And he talked about his dress sense. Maybe Edgar Allan Poe would shop at Hot Topic, but he's like the founding father of Hot Topic. I like that. That was a cool scheme. Not the only addiction. Okay. Hold on. We're getting so Edgar Allan Poe did have an opioid addiction, an opiate addiction, but he's talking about his addictions. He says, I have he said, let's go back here. I'm a workaholic with a fiction addiction. Not the only addiction you had. Stephen King during a lot of his books had a cocaine addiction. So I'm very interested to see the rebuttal on that because he's kind of being a hypocrite. Let's let it play. Rage and Misery, that's one of his books. So is Running Man. The Shining, Cujo, Tommy Knox, Stand. Oh, this is nice. Kung Fu. What the fuck? That's true. You know, that's true. It is disturbing. It is told Edgar Allan Poe did marry his first cousin. But it was said that it wasn't really a typical marriage where you get someone to be the love of your life type thing. He married her for medical reasons, to her to get medical benefits. So it wasn't so much as a perv per se, but I get the reference. But it's kind of hypocritical because in Stephen King, he writes about in the Pennywise, we talked about it already in the last video. He writes about a bunch of 13-year-olds running train on each other, kind of having an orgy. So it's a little hypocritical, I would say. And then I do like this whole rhyme scheme. He's talking about all of his books, and he's saying, from my root, he can stray away from his routine style. And he said, what? Crank out a Shawshank or a Green Mile, saying, he just got it like that. And then he talks shit on his books. Okay. 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 Edgar Allan Poe talking about, you talking about what I experienced. You didn't experience that. You're writing my book. I like that. He's saying, I see through it like pantyhose. You're doing Chappelle and Simpson cameos. You're just out here pretending what I was actually doing. I like that. Whoever's playing Edgar Allan Poe, I really like it. The rhyme, his flow's very good. I'm guessing, because I know he's not one of the original creators of it, who appear a lot. I don't think the other guy is too. But his flow is really nice, I will say. Warlord. Top him in the itty bitty bits like we talked about before. Stick him in the floorboard, telltale heart again. He's just referencing that. I like that. This verse was really short. I hope that he better have another round. Speaking of bored, you're the worst. Speaking of bored, I could have spent that time better. In 8 bars, I can write a whole bestseller. Okay. Won't be bothering me. I'm on a cover and spree, and I'll be smacking you with any of the big thick bars in my big dick bibliography. See, I'm the author. That's true. Ooh, I like that rhyme scheme though. Hold on, right there was really nice. Before we go into again, he's not really saying anything too crazy. He's kind of just flexing on. I'm talking some shit with my big dick bibliography because Stephen King does have quite a repertoire of books, if we're being honest. He's kind of just flexing on them. Cover and spree, and I'll be smacking you with any of the big thick bars in my big dick bibliography. See, I'm the author with the blood and gore lore galore. Blood and gore lore galore. I like that. Money, talent, success. You'll always have less. Hey, yeah. That Nevermore. Nevermore is another reference to the Raven. I like how it started with the Raven and ended with the Raven. That was really cool. There wasn't a whole lot to break down at the very end. He was kind of just flexing on him, talking some shit. But I will say Edgar Allan Poe won that one, okay? I may be biased. A lot of Stephen King's points were kind of hypocritical, and just the flow, the punches, I feel like Edgar Allan Poe's just hit better. Just everything was technical. I just feel like it just went to Edgar Allan Poe. You can definitely disagree. But I think I'm going to call it quits here. Well, I am going to call it quits here. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below. I do have a playlist of all my ERB reactions. I'll also have that link down below. But I appreciate everyone who came by. See ya. Can't believe I just did that.